stone circle here up in Keswick. So I thought it'd be nice to go live and spend some time here at Castlerigg. We've got some geese flying away somewhere over there. I don't know if we can make those out. Yeah, it's fairly quiet at the stones. Got one of the local sheep to say hello to. He's minding his own business. So yeah, I thought we'd go live and I'm going to recite a call and response poem of sorts, chant for the autumn equinox. And let's see if we can share the energy of the place. It's fairly quiet. I hope you can hear me if you're joining in the live. It's such a powerful place. Persons making their entrance properly. Being greeted by one of the local crows. Hello Apox, can you hear me? We've got the place fairly quiet. This person's making their entrance into the stones, taking a moment to compose themselves. Hello birds. So happy autumn equinox to all actual magicians and those joining the channel for this live. I've got a photographer over there waiting to take a nice sunset picture. It's facing west. I just thought I'd share the energy of the place. It used to be that you could come up at the equinoxes and solstices and have the place much to yourself, but that was about 20 years ago now. It's usually... Hello Shannon, hello Shannon. But these days it's usually a bit busier. You see the crows are actually making their way above our heads. The sunset will be over there in the west. And usually at the equinox, the summer solstice, sorry. Hello Agatha, not Agatha. The sun rises in the east over there on the solstice, but so I tend not to come on the solstice these days because it's just too busy. You don't really get the atmosphere, whereas the autumn equinox is a lesser popular festival. There's some people over there enjoying the place on there. They've got a fire, which is not good. Maybe they're just burning incense. Yeah, I think they're burning incense. We can circle around the stones. Then I've got a little invocation to read. holding this gimbal. It's like a whole ceremonial wand. Oh, I think that is incense. I can smell the incense. I wish I could bring you the smell of the incense. That's gorgeous. Oh, that's really put me in a ritual mood. It's amazing when you find incense that just immediately takes you into a ritual space. And that's sandalwood. You have the white rose of the Fool. In fact, someone's laid roses at each of the bottom of the stones. It's nice when the stones are honoured properly. Oh, we've got a guest over here. Where are you off to? Everyone's very quietly watching the sunset. And shall I hug one on your behalf, birds? Just going to move out of people's way so I don't disturb them. Okay. An ancient pendulum pulls from pole to pole the pendulums. The earthen heartbeat is lulled to sleep. Sleep lulls the heartbeat of earth. We will know the words writ, we will write the words. By the shadows of swifts and flight of crows, the swift shadows know the words. The crows go where they will. Upon the fallow field, fields lie not fallow but true. We will know the spell and spell the word, the knowledge. Of tangled thorn, thorn draws the blood of time, and the unspun fleece, sheep, count us into sleep only when we follow another. We will know the dance and dance to know of dragonfly, the sinewy call, dragons call and fly of the peregrine, hawk-headed god. We will know will we, to feel the clouds a-calling the clouds and the sky beyond the ancient wood. Would you be ancient and beyond the vast light on bowl, light the vast space of endless time, in glade and hollow, hollow and glade and in blood. Thorn, heartbeat and earth, to see, to feel, to see. The owl's feather, feather howl, the ripening berries, reach beyond measure. The trees, the stones, the trees, this moss, our heart. It beats the drum, they conspire, they murmur and conspire. Autumn has come and we are wise, autumn has come. Autumn has come and we are inspired, autumn has come. Blessed be. So thank you for attending this first Actual Magician's Bookshelf live ritual of sorts here at the Stones. We have our honorary fool's dog here. There's always a fool's dog somewhere in one of these. Oh, sneezing. It's got hay fever. Hello, Neil. Yes, I wrote that a while ago, maybe a couple of years ago. It's designed as a call and response chant for a larger group, so I was just doing every alternate line. But it works well when you've got different people doing the different lines. I've actually put it on the Magic School Facebook group, and I think on my personal wall as well. If you want to check it out, it's public on my personal Facebook wall. It's definitely started to get a little bit chiller in the evenings. Autumn has come. Harry, I believe in reality and nature, and I believe that reality has a sentience, an awareness, an inquisitiveness, and I believe that arises in all forms of deity. So it's a sort of pantheism of sorts, I guess. Esoteric concept of a living nature. So I will talk about Christian mysticism and how people find their deity in that, and I'll also invoke Pan. So that's, I guess, an esoteric perspective. It's a way of recognising, as Arthur Edward Waite, I found a lot of interest in Waite spirituality while we were writing the most recent book, and he had this idea, or followed the idea of sacramentalism, where everything is taken as a sacrament, and he saw the tarot as a sacrament as well, so that every object is in effect a reflection of the deity in some way or another, reflection of truth to him. I've turned 60, so I'm now in my crone years, whatever the male equivalent of that actually is. And we've got some folk here about to do a ritual as well. I'm 19. Any advice for life? Any advice for life? What do some of the actual magicians in the channel feel about that question? Any advice for life? I think it's really important to inquire, to always have an open mind. Never, ever, ever think that you have any particular answer, and enjoy the inquiry of life. I believe that's what the universe is doing to itself. Hello, Shelley. Hello. I believe the universe is inquiring into its own nature, and we are arising within that inquiry. So when we inquire, we are at one. As Bert is saying, enjoy and don't rush. Yeah. I had an English teacher who was very inspirational, and he what I liked about him, he seemed to have so many chapters to his life, and I always thought, I'd like a life with loads of different chapters. And I think that's what happens if you don't rush with things. You end up making mistakes, you end up going your own way, sometimes following other people, but then you end up starting afresh and having a new chapter. So don't think that your life is just one chapter, I think is another good advice. Yep, keep learning, enjoy the process. I just think it's interesting to think of what advice we go back and tell ourselves. Live free to your own requirements, yes. I think as well, do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love and the will, when it's taken in its correct context, I think. Hello, Banana Corporation. Excellent, happy Equinox. Yeah, I was one of the people involved in computing when it was first becoming popular, mainstream, and I was part of a generation that felt as if the internet would be a saving grace to humanity to allow us to communicate. And now I've slightly changed my perspective on that. I think it's really important to get out of social media every now and again. I know that's ironic for saying that I'm streaming this on a social media platform, but you know, we should use it to share. Shelley, I'm at Castlerigg Stone Circle, just up from my house in Applethwaite near Keswick. So this is our local stone circle. We've used it a lot for rituals over the last 25 years. Agatha, not Agatha, I'm OTO adjacent in that I was in the Typhonian OTO, Kenneth Grant's organisation. But I left. I've had folk from the OTO stay with me, like Lon Milo Duquette came and stayed with us for a while. And, I present classes and courses and books on Aleister Crowley, Thelema, and the Book of Thoth, and the Thoth Tarot deck. But no, we have our own magical order called the Order of Everlasting Day. And we say that that's an order for people who don't join magical orders, like me. I did go through a phase of joining everything, every group in the 80s I was a member of at some point or another. So the OTO, Order of the Cubic Stone, Order of the Serpent, various witchcraft covens. Let's just enjoy that sunset. Well, there's me and 12 of you. Oh, there's 15 now. I was going to say we had a full coven there for a second. Now we've got a coven and two. Yeah, Harry, there's so much misinformation or information out of context. And yeah, exactly. The order for people who don't join magical orders, it's an idea from Groucho Marx about I'd never join a group that would have me as a member. I don't know if you can hear the crows. They're getting up to no good business. Yeah, I'd never join a magical group that would have me as a member, so I've got my own. And also we try to make it more networked, less hierarchical, or hierarchical in its proper sense, and based around the grade system rather than certificates or titles or anything like that. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, thank you everyone for being here. I might not have come if it hadn't been thinking I'd like to share it with people. Isn't that incredible? Hello, Tony. Hello, Tony the moderator. And there's some people over there on the far wall, watching the sunset from over there. Oh, those were the people burning the incense. Harry, this is in the UK, the Lake District, Cumbria, just south of Scotland, the Scottish border. So our nearest city is Carlisle. A bit further south we have Kendal and Lancaster. But where we are here in Keswick, it's pretty much 14, 15 miles from anywhere else. Oh, greetings to India. Well, India has a wealth and richness of esoteric, occult, spiritual teaching, of course. And the West borrowed a lot of Eastern teachings. I wondered if our lad over there would go and start chatting to the girls. Hello, Miss Amazed. I'm not quite sure what that's in reference to. I'm familiar with Philip Cooper, I guess, but not anything else there. Well, Harry, education is the most important thing I think any of us can do for ourselves. So, yes, good luck with whatever education tracks you're following. Again, always keep open, always keep curious, inquisitive. You never know where your path may be. Yes, and hello, Shelley from Romania. I actually went to Transylvania and stayed partly in Romania as well. It was incredible to see the, I guess, remnants of the sort of Soviet era in the buildings, in the culture, in the places, in the people. And we were thinking of doing a workshop out in Transylvania, but unfortunately we didn't have the facilities really to offer that. Oh, you're actually in Transylvania. How wonderful. Such an amazing place. Such cultural history. I've got a photo actually of two elderly ladies having a laugh on a bench in traditional attire, and yeah, I remember that very fondly because they were laughing. I don't know what they were saying about me, but they were having a very good laugh about it. And so I took a photo of them and made it very stylish with black and white because I was trying to learn photography at the time. I don't think I've read The Effective Mind by Philip Cooper. Yeah, I tend to recommend fewer and fewer books these days because there's a lot of work that's being published that isn't based on any experience or very performative experience. I think when Harry was talking about the blights and curses of social media, one of the things that I feel is dangerous about it is that it has made us very, very more performative, and that our behaviour and actions and our words have less consequence. They've been removed from consequence. And that is very dangerous when it spills out into the real world, as we've seen so many times of late with all sorts of things. It is a bit nippy now, Tony. Yeah. Now the sun's gone now. Excuse me. Yeah, now the sun's gone down, it's starting to chill quite quickly. This is our Henri Fool's dog of the day. What's his or her name?
Taz.
Sorry?
Taz.
Taz. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone has Taz. There we go. Oh, excellent. Well, there's plenty of it here.
That's his teeth.
Excellent. Take care. Yeah, the sky is turning slightly blue and purpley now. Yeah, this field has moles and it has sheep grazing as well, so it has a mixture of things to step in. Right, shall we do one more circle of the circle and close off our ritual space? We're going to go around it, need to come round anti-clockwise, just to close it down a bit. So I'll start at the entrance and we'll work around. There we go, we're at the entrance. Okay, I'm just going to close down the energy, consider what we've harvested now that the summer is ending and we are approaching the second harvest. This festival, so we consider what we've learnt, what we've gained. We start to collect ourselves. Ready for the more contemplative winter time.
Even I am into slicing cake. Did you see what I did? Did you? Yeah.
It is starting to get a bit dark now. I mean, the nights will start to draw in. It'll be in a month or so, it'll be dark about this time. In a month or so. It's only 7:15 in the evening here. Right, let's just go to the middle. We can close ourselves off. There we go. Okay, everyone, hope you've had an interesting time here at the Stone Circle. Oh, there we go. It's nice that someone's made the offering. So that's our offering to the stones. Oh, thank you, Neil. Thank you very much. And I will pay for the petrol and perhaps a cup of tea as well. Thank you. Yeah, it can get really swampy here. When you're a real witch, sometimes you have to wear wellies. That is for sure. So let's say farewell to Castlerigg, and thank you for joining me. It's very much appreciated. I hope you've taken some of the energy from the place, ready to bind ourselves to autumn, to the galoshes, Agatha, not Agatha, boots. Really getting used to the camera controls here. Okay, so thank you again for joining me, being here at Castlerigg Stone Circle in Exeter for the autumn equinox. And have a good rest of the week. And don't forget that we have a membership section here on the channel, so that I've recorded the 9th lesson in the Anatheon esoteric and occult lessons. So I'm waiting for that to go up to iCloud, and then I'll edit that tomorrow, and then that'll be available for Thursday or Friday this week. And then we're going to conclude that series of lessons, and then I'll do a few different videos from there, do some Q&A sessions for members only, and then we're going to do another series of the Anatheon as well, or maybe something slightly different, we'll see. So blessed be, enjoy the rest of the equinox day, and prepare to face the contemplative darkness to come. Thanks a lot, everyone. And as ever, the worker is hidden in the workshop. Bye for now.